It took a little while, but your boy finally got his hands on a Tesla Cyberbeast. Yo, welcome back to the channel, whether you're a longtime viewer or a newer subscriber. I appreciate every single one of you. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I had this Tesla Cyberbeast for 3 days now, and it's $20,000 more. Is it worth it for you? I'm gonna break it down. 3 days, I think I have a pretty good idea of what we have at play here. So I've had a Cybertruck for over 2 years. My 2 Cybertrucks have both been all-wheel drive variants because it has its benefits, and probably the biggest benefit is that it's $20,000 less expensive than the Cyberbeast. But the Cyberbeast is legit, and I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, from the exterior, it looks pretty much exactly the same. I said pretty much because obviously the badging is still here. Cyberbeast that you could barely see anyway. Look at it, you could barely see it, you could barely make it out. It has that, but I didn't even know, this is a loaner. I got this as a loaner because my vehicle's in the service center, and I just walked up to it. I thought it was a regular Cybertruck. I opened up the door like normal. Everything else is the same, but I took a look and I said, oh, Alcantara? I was like, did they give me a Cyberbeast? Alcantara? And that is the one thing that you notice from being inside the cabin. Nice and smooth, and it feels pretty good. But to be honest with you, when you're inside and you're driving, it looks cool, but it doesn't really match the aesthetic in my opinion. It doesn't match. Now this is a foundation series, so it came with other extras, but also it's not really extra because you have to pay for it. So, but the Alcantara is nice, but honestly, anyway, that's a preference thing. But I saw that and I said, hold on, do I have a Cyberbeast? Did they give me a Cyberbeast? So I walked straight over to the back and I looked, and yep, I was like, okay, I got a Cyberbeast, that's cool. So first thing I thought was, what are the main differences? Well, for one, the speed. It has 3 motors instead of 2. Now, some people think the all-wheel drive is better for off-roading because it has 2 manual locking differentials, one in the front motor, one in the rear motor, and the tri-motor beast does not. It has a mechanical front locking differential, but it has 2 virtual ones that you can't control in the rear for the 2 motors in the rear. Now, virtual, it's deciding on its own which side should we use. You can't manually adjust it. I don't know. And if you have a Cyberbeast, or if you've taken one off-road, maybe you can share your experience with it. How has it been for you? But I've taken my all-wheel drive off-road, and it's been a dream. But other than that, the horsepower. The Cyberbeast has 845 horses. I mean, that is wild. That is crazy. The all-wheel drive is about 600, and it's already fast in itself, but this goes 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. So obviously that's the first main thing I wanted to see. And what I did was, you go inside, and I said, I want to test that speed out. So the first thing I did was I went into the settings, I went to dynamics, and you have comfort, standard, beast, custom, and off-road, right? I put it in beast. And when you put it in beast, now you're gonna unlock it with the launch. So I have it in beast, and it goes into focus, and it goes lowered. And when you do it, now I'm not gonna do it here, but you hold down the brake, and you hold down the accelerator at the same time. And I need my seatbelt on just to show you. So launch mode, brake first. You hold down the accelerator, and you see this animation right here. And then you release the brake, and it's ready to launch. You get into cheetah stance, and it is ridiculous. It is pretty wild. It is fast. And man, I'm telling you, besides that, man, everything else is the same. You got beast mode, off-road mode, and if I'm missing anything else, let me know. But for $20,000, man, I don't know. Now, just driving around, not even launching it, you definitely feel the speed. It is crazy fast. It is insane, right? It's super fast. But for me, I just used it to show people around for 3 days. I've done it to show people. They get in. I said, look how fast this is. And then I was done with it. Now, once I just did it on the freeway to punch it, to accelerate around somebody, still staying within the speed limit. But that was it. And it's super fast and it is super fun. Like the turning radius, everything else is the same. The turning radius is great. And it's a fun vehicle. But for $20,000 more, that's really for you to decide, because that's a gang of money. So who's the Cyberbeast for? Well, it's not for me. The all-wheel drive is fast enough. But I think if you have a need for speed, like for real, and you want the best Cybertruck out there as far as like speed, performance, you got to get the Cyberbeast. But for 20K more, come on, man. I wouldn't spend 20,000 more for the speed, the triple motor. Definitely not for the Alcantara. Hey, but if you got it like that, hey, you want the biggest and baddest, and you want that Cyberbeast logo, then yeah, it's for you. But for me, nah. Hey, I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for watching. Cyberbeast owners, don't come at me. I mean, more power to you if you got one. Don't come at me. I'm just jealous because I don't have 20,000 to spend on it. But enjoy your life, man. Y'all doing your things. Don't forget, Cobra told you. All right, y'all.